Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to cheese Messmer the Impaler in Elden Ring Shadow the Erdtree. We're using the fingerprint shield here because it's able to block a ton of damage, and I'm also using Frostbite grease on the cross naginata so we can inflict bleed damage as well as Frostbite, which is what Messmer is weak to. Now for the first start of this fight, we want to make sure that our mimic grabs aggro and then heal. That is typically the first thing we're going to do here, as we don't want to get one shot by Messmer. Now having our shield up at pretty much all times is extremely important because that allows us to tank these attacks and attack back. You have to be mindful of your endurance though, so sometimes it's best if you don't think you're going to get hit to let your shield down so that your stamina can recover a bit quicker. Now most of these attacks we can block, but this one here you have to dodge roll through the end of it. That is the weapon art from his spear, so he's going to use it quite often, and you can block all the first few hits, but it's that last one where he jams the spear down into the ground where you have to dodge roll. He'll also do that combo there, so those are the two attacks that he seemingly does the most. And now it's just pretty much a game of getting Frostbite up. I'm also using the Blood and Rapier, but I found that this did more than enough damage to Messmer, so I just stuck with this for most of the fight. But you can also get Scarlet Rod on him, it's just a little bit harder than Frostbite. Now for the second phase, you do have to play a little bit smarter because you're going to likely not have your Frostbite grease in your weapon anymore, although your Mimic will likely be able to get it back on because they seem to like to use those items quite frequently. So we want to get our Frostbite stack back up just for the damage spike, but also the extra amount of damage that you're going to deal. Now as you can see there, I got hit with one attack and it almost took out my entire health bar, so he will hit really hard. This is on New Game Plus and it's extremely challenging. Now my Mimic is tanking, so that was my chance to get the Frostbite grease back on. When he does this attack here, you have to kind of go away from him because even with your shield up, you're going to take damage. So for that, whenever there's a ton of snakes, just be playing a bit more defensively and away from him. I'm also using the Bloodhound Step, as that's a pretty solid option for survivability here, but this shield is kind of our #1 priority, so only for attacks where you need to dash around, you can use that. But also the Divine Beast Dancing Lion weapon art, the Frost Stomp, works really well in this fight too, so you can go with either one of those. But fine, the final bit of this is just getting the bleed stacks off and Frostbite, and we were able to proc a bunch of them there and take them out. So here is the build. I'm using the Blood and Rapier, but I didn't use it. Mostly heavy cross naginata with Frostbite grease, the Dragon Communion Seal, and the Fingerprint Stone Shield. Now I'm using also the White Mask for the extra damage that you're going to get from bleed damage, as well as the Lord of Blood's Exaltation. Great Jar Arsenal because we want to have medium rolls, and the Twin Head Talisman for extra endurance recovery. Also using Fireproof Pickled Liver for extra fire damage negation, but here it is at level 150 on New Game Plus. 50 Vigor, 24 Mind, 45 Endurance, and 48 Strength, and then those stats there for Flame Great Strength. So yeah, if you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below.